teaching you how to make one of these. I'll give you a little presentation first. That dart is about 6 inches long. As you can see, it went all the way past the cone on here. It's stuck way deep in there. You can see. Hold on. Yeah, I know. We even had a little duct tape handle on here. It went straight through. Okay, so this is just a. Well, we went to Lowe's and we bought a 5-foot piece of PVC, 1/2 inch diameter, and we just shaved down right here on the mouthpiece a little bit. Can't really tell. We cut it down to 4 feet, so that way when you're holding it out like this, it doesn't flop down, it sticks straight out. And so that's going to be the actual barrel of the gun. We also need some duct tape, just a regular old plastic water bottle, some scissors or a knife. And if y'all have, like when you go to the dry cleaners, you get those hangers where it's like a cardboard tube and then the wire hanger we cut out, so we have the straight parts of those. And then you're just going to need something to sharpen this. I guess if you really wanted to, you could just rub it on the concrete. So to get started, you're going to take your plastic water bottle, and what you want to do is just cut right here like that, and you're just going to cut off right there the whole part. And we'll come back and show you what it looks like when we're done. Okay, so here we finished with the mouthpiece shape. So it depends how you want it. You can just have it like this, where it fits over your whole mouth and your part of your chin too. And we're just going to cover this with duct tape so the plastic isn't like scraping our skin. Or you can make it in this shape like I have here, to where it only fits over your mouth. But it's really whatever you prefer. So we'll come back when we have this whole thing covered in duct tape. So we've completely covered this thing in duct tape. Now there's really a couple ways to attach it. So you can either wrap like 1 or 2 layers of duct tape around this so that this fits on pretty tight, and then you'll be able to take it off really easily when you want to. Or you can duct tape it on right here. But what I did on my first gun is I took a hot glue gun and I just put a bubble of hot glue on the bottle, and then I went down to the PVC pipe, and then I did that all the way around. So it's connected all the way around, but that makes it almost impossible to take off without breaking the top of the bottle. So it's really up to you. And then after you have covered your whole thing in duct tape, you can grab some scissors, and this is optional, but you can just cut out right here like this. Just cut a little divot into the bottle cap, and this is for how to make the second mouthpiece. And then you'll do it on the opposite side too, and you only do it on 2 sides, and that way it fits way better around just your mouth. And so it just depends on how it feels comfortable to you. And so we're going to attach this to the PVC pipe, and we'll be back. Go. Okay, so now we've attached the mouthpiece. We just put a layer of duct tape right here, so this mouthpiece wedges on pretty nice. So now the last test to make sure your mouthpiece is going to work for you is you're going to want it to put it up to your mouth, and you're going to want to blow, and make sure no air comes out on any of the edges. So we didn't hear any air, he didn't feel any air, so that means this mouthpiece is going to work for him. And so now we're just going to put some handles that are like custom to your reach. So you're going to have one, you're going to hold it with 2 hands. If you're right-handed, you're going to have your right hand at the very front and your left hand farther out. If you're left-handed, it's going to be switched for you. And so basically what you want to do is hold it a couple times and mark where it feels most comfortable for you with your hands, and then you're just going to put 2 or 3 pieces of duct tape around, so that way you know where to grab it every time. And we'll come back when we have that. Okay, so now we've measured out the handles to his grip. So as you can see, when he holds it, he grabs pretty much directly on the grip, so he's not going to get blisters. It's not going to annoy his fingers any bit from holding this blowgun. So now we're going to get started on the dart, and we'll come back in a second. 2 ways to make the dart. So you're going to need this for all the dart components, but you can either use this or, like, I don't know if you'll have a corn dog maker, but you can go to the store and buy corn dog skewers, and it's basically just a wooden stick that's sharp on one side. So that can work, but it dulls out really easily. That's why I like to use these. So what you're going to do is you can use whatever. You can use a file. We have a grinder, but you can use concrete, I guess, if you really needed to. And you're going to want to sharpen one end, and that's going to be the end that sticks into whatever you're shooting. And then you're going to need a cone that's going to catch all the air so it shoots the dart really fast through the gun. And so what you're going to use for that is either a piece of duct tape. You rip it off, probably about, I don't know, 5 or 6 inches long. And you're going to want to fold it in half so that there's no sticky parts of the duct tape. And if you fold it badly, you can just cut it off where you need to. It's kind of hard to get it really nice. So this is going to be a bad fold, but see how it gets all wrinkly? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be on the inside of the cone. And you're going to want to roll it up like that. And this is just a demonstration, but you're going to want to roll it up and stick the dart through there, and it's going to catch all the air. Or the way I like to do it is with a note card, where you roll that up. You got to put some duct tape kind of on the edges so that, like right here and right around here, so that when you shoot it a bunch over and over again, the note card doesn't get wet from your spit. And so we'll come back with a finished cone and show you how to put it on the dart. Okay, so now we've made this cone. It's kind of messy, but so to get the main part of the dart in, it doesn't fit right now. You're gonna have to cut the tip a little bit. Do a little bit at a time because you don't want to mess it up. And so we just cut it once, and it fits through. And so now now that you know it fits, you're gonna want to take that out, and you're gonna come over here to the dart gun, and you're just gonna stick it in one end of the dart gun. That way, and right where you gotta kind of mark with a Sharpie or just cut like this, right where it sticks out, that's where you want to cut so that you know it's gonna fit right in there. And you just throw away that piece of duct tape. So now you have the cone. It's gonna be the perfect size, and the shaft of the dart is gonna fit in. So now you want to grab a piece of duct tape, a pretty small piece. I mean, it's just to hold the cone onto the dart. Just got a tiny little piece, and you're gonna want to position the dart. I'd say probably put the tip of the cone probably 3/4 down the way of the dart, and you're going to make sure that this side is in the middle. It's not like that or like that. You're going to want it to be pretty close to the middle, and you're just going to tape half the piece of the duct tape on the cone and half the piece on the shaft of the dart. And then that way when you shoot it, it doesn't just blow the cone. And so now you have most of your dart. Depending on how good yours is, you might want to just put a piece of duct tape so it's easier to pull out of boxes and walls right around here. Or if your duct tape cone is too heavy, you'll just test that by, you don't want to shoot full power. You just want to shoot so it kind of lobs through the air. And you'll see if it's flying like this or like this, that one end is too heavy. And just wrap some duct tape around the other end just to weigh it out. And so we'll come back to you when we have the dart sharpened and have our duct tape weighed around it. Okay, so now this is the end we're going to shoot. So our dart, when we fired it, this duct tape cone was a little bit too heavy, so when we fired it, the dart would be shooting through the air like that, so it wouldn't stick into stuff. And so we weighed this down, so now it flies straight through the air just like it is right now. And also when you stick this into like cardboard boxes or bulletin boards in your room or anything like that, it makes it a lot easier to pull out. And so now all you're going to want to do is just going to load this. You're just going to take the dart like this. You're going to grab your gun and you're just going to drop it right in. Your cone should stop it from sliding all the way down. You take this up to your mouth, and you want to take your breath in before you put this up to your mouth, or else you'll inhale the dart and it kind of hurts. So you don't want to do that. So you're going to put it up to your mouth, inhale, and then just blow all your breath out at once, like so that way it doesn't just go through the cone slowly. So this is what it should look like in the end. And I mean, that's pretty good. You can stick it into pretty much anything you want. Trees, I guess people if you wanted. You can hunt birds, squirrels. We've actually hunted a lot of stuff. See, it went all the way through this side and it stuck into the other side.
It's a little dark.
So that's pretty crazy.
You can't even really see it.
But I mean, this worked. So give us a like and subscribe for more videos.